What did Jesus mean by "do not judge"? In the Gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 7 verses 1 through 6, Jesus said, "Do not judge so that you may not be judged. For with the judgment you make you will be judged, and the measure you give will be the measure you get. Why do you see the speck in your neighbor's eye but do not notice the log in your own eye? How can you say to your neighbor, 'Let me take the speck out of your eye,' while the log is in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your neighbor's eye. Do not give what is holy to dogs, and do not throw your pearls before swine, or they will trample them underfoot and turn and maul you." It's important to notice here that Jesus was not speaking to people with the legal authority to judge. Later in Matthew chapter 23 verses 2 through 3, Jesus said, "The scribes and the Pharisees sit on Moses' seat. Therefore do whatever they teach you and follow it, but do not do as they do, for they do not practice what they teach." Nor was Jesus instructing his people not to make judgments as to right and wrong behavior. Later, St. Paul the Apostle would instruct the Corinthian Christians that they were to put out of fellowship those who were intentionally rebelling against the Word of God. He wrote the following in 1 Corinthians chapter 5 verses 12 through 13. "For what have I to do with judging those outside? Is it not those who are inside that you are to judge? God will judge those outside. Drive out the wicked person from among you." When Jesus taught his followers not to judge, it was a warning against judging people beyond the standards God had set in his word. Jesus' warning was that those who increase God's standards will be judged by a higher standard themselves. Of course, all of us will be judged by God's own standards, which was St. Paul's point when he advised the Corinthians. Most importantly, Jesus warned his followers that they are not to throw what is precious before swine. What Jesus meant is that the one being judged is precious to God, and they are never to be dehumanized or treated with contempt. God's standards as expressed in the Christian Bible should be the only standards to which God's people hold each other accountable. Any standards of behavior beyond what is written are violations of Jesus' command not to judge.